I could hit a show. Got a cardboard if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a cardboard if you got it. Going live, could hit a show. Bigger the pay. Two team ain't enough. Four top team is us.
Into its second century, but still one of the best around. Fenway Park here in Boston. Today we've got a contest out of the American League East between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Carlos Martinez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Marcus Semien is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
It's hot, but not too hot this afternoon, and even 90 degrees here at first pitch. And the day begins with an out. There's one away. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
You know, Corey Dickerson is the guy that's looking to turn it around right now. He had only 1 home run last month, so if you're looking at a guy in the middle of the order with just 1 homer, your team's not going to score a lot of runs. He's got to turn on the power in this lineup if this team wants to have any success at all.
Bo Bichette comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. One ball, 1 strike, the count. Bichette stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was second round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Batting third.
Next to stand in is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. A bouncer up the middle. Iglesias is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. Alek Manoah gets the ball for the Blue Jays in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Here's the 1-1 delivery.
I got to count 1 and 2. I got to count 2 and 2.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited to get a chance to watch Xander Bogaerts do his thing. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love to swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hit.
Bogaerts.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. On he pops it up. Semien ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Here now is Rafael Devers, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Pitch popped up.
Devers.
Biggio makes the play, and the inning is over. On to the second inning now from Fenway Park with no score. Stepping in for the Jays, Teoscar Hernandez. Coming into this one, his season home run total tops in the American League. Here it comes. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Full count, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
On the ground towards second. And that's through for a hit.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
At the plate, Corey Dickerson, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez, he's gone 2 for 8. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Throw over to first. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
Batting 7th, the center fielder.
So first and second with 1 down. And the big right-handed bat of Randall Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next. Fouled off. Hernandez over at second. Gurriel is over at first with 1 away. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Kevin Biggio stepping up now. And he puts it on the ground to second. Iglesias to his left. He's there. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. And the run's across to score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead.
Oh, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second and start the double play. And I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip. But the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Stepping in now, Reese McGuire. Fouled away. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. The 0-1 offering. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
And really stretching out the at-bat as he steps out for a second time. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
In the dirt. Goes to third with it, and it's too late as he's in there. Second and third, 2 away. Pulled toward right center field. And that gets over the wall now, but both runners will score anyway.
There's an interesting play right there. Base open. They elect to pitch to him. And what does he do? He hits a ground rule double, which forces the run from second and third to come in to score.
To the plate now, Marcus Semien. No balls and 1 strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
The 1-1 home is taken below the zone for a ball.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
High in the air out to center field. Verdugo's got it, and with it, the inning is over. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 error, and a runner left. First pitch on its way.
Leading off.
So take a look at ball 1.
The designated hitter.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here it comes. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Bobby Dahlbeck comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Giving chase is Hernandez. Running hard. He's digging for second. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double. Patrick Dwyer stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Next, here is Hunter Renfroe. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 2 out here and a runner at second. Up top, it's 2-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll...
Now a drive by Renfroe. This is hit well out to left. And we'll just leave it there as they make... Now at the plate, here is Bo Bichette. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
And it's fouled away. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. So now here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He bounced out last time up. First pitch of the AB on its way. And that misses for ball one. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. The Toronto number 4 hitter, Teoscar Hernandez, who collected a base hit his first time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
1-1 the count. Now here's the pitch.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1. Hernandez connects and sends it to deep left. Dwyer has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Red Sox nothing. Leading off the inning, it'll be Kevin Plawecki as they look to spark the offense and even things up.
The catcher, Kevin.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Plawecki, a former member of the Cleveland Indians. He was signed as a free last season.
Yeah, I know he...
Oh, that ball comes in and gets him.
Well, this home crowd didn't like this guy on the mound before, but now they really don't like him. He's gotten the faithful all worked up by hitting one of their best hitters early on in this game. And you can bet he's really going to hear it if he comes around to score.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is hit pretty well out to left field. And it bangs off the monster. Long throw to third. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, if he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Count now a ball and a strike. Into the corner and slicing foul. Working for the punch out and the offering. Plawecki at third. Iglesias is at second with nobody out. Ball 2.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
The 2-2 one more time is looked at and the count moves full.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of the pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And that gets over the wall now, but both runners will score anyway.
The batter, number 2.
There's an interesting play right there. Base open. They elect to pitch to him. And what does he do? He hits a
swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the left fielder. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Striding in is Rafael Devers. Potential time run for him at third base. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal. So there'll be runners at the corners with one gone. Randy Arozarena will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Like clockwork, a 4-6-3 double play to end the threat. We return to Fenway Park after this. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, thanks, Heidi. At the plate now is Corey Dickerson. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Now back, left field.
Into the box, Lourdes Gurriel. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. The average to start play at .315. 24 home runs, 56 runs batted in. And that misses 1-1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down or he won't be out here very long.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away. Here's Randall Grichuk, struck out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Grichuk playing here in his age 29 season. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. 4 runs, only 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location, and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
So we got him looking there. Rendell Grichuk is sent packing for the second out of the inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Kevin Biggio is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. A run for the Jays on the solo homer. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-2 Toronto. Leading off the inning, it'll be Bobby Dahlbeck, and they could use a spark from him here. And that misses ball 1.
Bobby Dahlbeck.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. 2-1 to the Red Sox first baseman.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
And he fouls this one off. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Patrick Dwyer is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Fouled off. A runner at first with no outs here. A ball and 2 strikes.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
The right fielder, number 10.
Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hunter Renfroe swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1. Fouled away. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Hunter Renfroe is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Kevin Plawecki is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Jose Iglesias is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Dahlbeck at second. Dwyer on at first with 2 down. Bichette gathers it in, and the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. More from Fenway in a moment. Marcus Walden is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Number 64.
All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next to hit is the catcher, Reese McGuire. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The throw into second.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. In there, and it's even at 1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Again, he sends it out of play. The 3-2 one more time. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Bogaerts backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Now to the plate, here is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Spin and a throw back to second. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Pitch outside. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they
hit high and deep out there to left center field. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Leading off,
Alex Verdugo is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
Alex Verdugo.
And he watches a cold strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. First pitch of the AB on its way.
The shortstop,
Xander Bogaerts, is next as he finds himself behind 0-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
And boy, they are howling over in that first base dugout. They think that was intentional, and I've got to say, I think I do too. And now you see the home plate umpire coming out, and the message has been sent. He's going to warn both benches.
And that's the right thing to do by any umpire, Matt. Warn both sides and put them on notice that they're not going to put up with anything going forward in this game. It does put some added pressure on the pitchers to be accurate when they're pitching inside, because even a mistake could lead to an ejection now, but that's just the way it has to be.
Rafael Devers, the next to bat, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And that one yanked just foul. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still down by a count of 4-2.
You ain't from where you say you from. You ain't done what you say you done. We don't believe that. You ain't from where you say you from. You ain't
New inning set to get underway, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. The 1-1 home. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Well, it certainly was a bang-bang play, so they're giving it another look and may decide to challenge the call on the field.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays, and getting another look at it, I'm still not sure. This may be a tough challenge decision here.
Now, an indication from the dugout is that they will not challenge the call on the field, so the runner is indeed out. Corey Dickerson will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the fourth. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. High in the air out towards shallow right. And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th. Stepping up is Lourdes Gurriel. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. Here's the pitch. Toss started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. This is line to left. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back to Fenway after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And up next will be Randy Arozarena. And he'll for strike 1. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1-0.
Swings through it for strike number 2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Ball 3.
3-1 count, tying run on the on-deck circle. You have to be very careful right here to make a quality pitch on 3-1.
Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2.
Looked like he swung at ball 4 right there. Clearly he saw something in that pitch that he liked out of the pitcher's hand, but that wasn't a pitch he was going to do a whole lot with.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Bobby Dalbec goes down for the second out here in the bottom half. Patrick Dwyer is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down. Darwinzon Hernandez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 63.
All set for the start of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Rendell Grichuk. first pitch of the AB on its way. The 1-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And he fouls this one off. 2-1. Here it is. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out. So one away now in the Toronto 7th, and that'll bring in Kevin Biggio. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Now batting, number 7.
Standing in now, Reese McGuire, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. The tag, and he is out. 7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. And Bogaerts will make the catch for the final. Adam Simber will take over on the mound to start the bottom of the 7th.
Number 90, Adam Simber.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
The right fielder.
Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
In now, Jose Iglesias. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he lays off for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Anthony Castro will come into the game now and take over following the ejection. Ready with the 1-1.
Number 63.
Hot shot down the line. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Matt Barnes has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Marcus Semien. Career numbers against Matt Barnes, a number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. And now the first pitch. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Now here's the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Fouled off. Now a look and a throw back to second. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away. Next, it'll be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Dahlbeck is over, and he tucks it away for the second out. The tag at third, and they got it. Jordan Romano will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Jordan Romano.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Xander Bogaerts is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And it's fouled away.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. And he fouls this one off. The next 1-2 pitch.
Ball 2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
On to first, and a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout as that's a big man to retire to start out the home 8th. Rafael Devers is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Count is 1-2 now. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's Randy Arozarena, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes. Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. He's taken him deep once. First offering on its way. High in the air and deep to left center field. Verdugo backing up on it. And it's off the green monster. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And it's 1-2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Hernandez leads off second with nobody out. Lifted down the line in left. And foul.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Next up is Lourdes Gurriel. He was robbed of a hit in his last at-bat, so he'll try to change his fortunes here.
Yeah, you got to control the
swing, high drive, left field and deep. It bangs off the billboard, and it's out of here.
Boy, you've got to love seeing a team that's never satisfied. They were up, but they've extended the lead to an even more comfortable 4-run margin. Going to be tough to come back from this one.
Now, time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. Randall Grichuk at the plate now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set and the 0-1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Verdugo waits on it. 2 down. Stepping in once again is Kevin Biggio. It was a base hit last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Line toward the gap in left center. Dwyer finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. Jays strike for a couple. Tyler Chatwood, the 5'11" right-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bobby Dahlbeck is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Ball 3, 3-0.
Well, ball 3 there, and you know the Sox would love to start an inning. Hey, a leadoff walk would be a great thing right now.
And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats. Patrick Dwyer is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
2-0 count. The pitch is offered at and missed for the first strike.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Here now the 2-2. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Nobody out, runner on first. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. And now Hunter Renfroe. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Kevin Plawecki, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Count even now at 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. All even now, 2-2. Dahlbeck on third, Dwyer on second, Renfroe at first with no outs. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jose Iglesias. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 the count. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
Hernandez has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he will score ahead of the play, and that'll cut things to 6-3 now.
The center fielder, number 99.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. 2 down, runners at first and second. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. And he strikes him out to end it here as they